On day 2, you're going to get your project out, and now we need to create a base for our project. So you would roll out the slab the same way you did the day before. And I can start to do what I was doing before, where I'm starting to flatten it out just with gravity and pressure. And then once I have it started, again, I can put my slats on either side and start to roll it out. Now here we can see there's an air bubble. If you see an air bubble, take your needle tool, pop that, smooth it out. We want to make sure there aren't any air bubbles in it. And then we're going to create the base. So what I have found works well for the base is actually using the lid of the slip container. You don't want to take and press it down. If you do that, the clay will get stuck. You're just setting this on the surface, and then you're going to take the needle tool or your pointed tool, and you're going to trim around it. Okay, and then you're going to remove your extra clay, and you're going to take, and again, you're going to wedge it. So first thing that I like to do is I take, and on the bottom, I carve my name. So I've asked you to put your name first and last. I've asked you to put your hour, and you could just put H1. And then I also asked you to put the year. Okay, then we're going to take what we created yesterday and we're going to attach it to this. So this time when we score and slip, we're going to be taking, and again mine might be a little on the loose side, but that's okay. I'm going to take a little bit and score along the edges. So I've now scored on this one, and then I'm going to take some slip, and I like to run it around the base. You just have to add it to one side. You don't have to add it to both pieces, just one side. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to set this on top the best that I can, and then I'm going to take and press it down. Now that I have those edges attached, I need to blend. So we can see the seam where the two ends meet here. We can see the seam where it meets with the base. So now I need to take and blend them together. So where one sticks out more, so this one met up over the top of this one, I'm going to take the extra clay, and I take my wooden curved tool like this, and I'm going to take and I'm just going to blend over the top of that. I'm just smoothing the clay with this tool. And this is such fresh clay, it's kind of catching on the tool. So here I look to see which one's sticking out more. It's sticking out more from the base, so I'm just going to take and blend up. Here it has a little bit more up top, so I blend down. And I'm going around my entire project. Now if I have some extra clay, I can take my tool and just trim that away. I'm going to dip my sponge in the water. I'm going to squeeze the sponge out. I don't want a lot of extra water because I don't want to create slip on the side, but I can use that to smooth where I've attached the two pieces of clay. Sometimes your clay stretches, so you might see little lines. You don't want your sponge to be sopping wet because your clay already has a ton of moisture in it, but we can just use it a little bit to refine the edges. Here I have my cylinder. So then I would store it the same way.